Bring your sheet with it. You know, it's a privilege and honor to be able to do the oath of office for the newly elected and re-elected individuals that are committed to make Owatonna a better community. So, Kevin, you gotta get in here too, yeah? Raise your right hand and repeat after me. I
Douglas Voss.
Kevin Ramey.
Don McCann.
solemnly swear
Do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
I
I will support the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the State of Minnesota,
the Constitution of the State of Minnesota,
the laws of the City of Owatonna,
the laws of the City of Owatonna,
and that I will faithfully and impartially discharge
and that I will faithfully and impartially discharge
the duties as
the duties as Mayor of the City of Owatonna,
Council Member at Large,
Duties of council member representing Ward 4 for the city.
which I have been elected
to which I have been elected,
to the best of my knowledge and ability, so help me God.
to the best of my knowledge and ability, so help me God.
Congratulations. Thanks for doing this.
Before you sit down, all of you stand in a nice row. Pictures have somebody's face in it. Mayor, you turn to the side here like this. Okay, we're doing it. Yeah, and we'll get a better photo. Okay. All nestled up, yeah.
Gotta listen to Jeanette.
Shouldn't the tallest person be in the middle? We'll be happy. I got the other one's got the face in like this. It's like, no, wait a minute. It's funny.
Back. Congratulations, Diane. Matt, nice going. Oh, excuse me, Matt, sorry.
Okay, first thing on the agenda tonight is to approve the agenda. We have one item that we're removing from the consent agenda, that is 1.3.9, to set the date for the 2025 Local Board of Appeal and Equalization.
Approve the agenda as noted.
Motion by Brent to approve,
Second.
second by Dan Bulkey. Any further discussion? All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? And the agenda is approved. We're now at 1.3.1 of our organizational meeting, selection of council president, and I will go to City Administrator Boosie for that.
Historically, the council has selected among their members someone to serve as the president of the council and vice president. It's also in the charter, and so it is open to the floor to make a nomination.
I know that we have two different points here, 1.3.1 and 1.3.2. I'd like to make a motion to combine those two if we can. If we can't, I would nominate Kevin Ramey as president and Doug Voss as vice president.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? That is approved. Next is 1.3.3, Council 2025 representation on boards and commissions. And earlier tonight in our study session, we had discussions on who would be on these boards. So for 2025, on Economic Development Authority, it will be Councilmember Burbank, Bulkey, and Voss. On Housing Redevelopment Authority, it's Councilmember Dotson. On the Owatonna Area Business Development Center, it is Councilmembers Svenby and Bulkey. Law Enforcement Center Committee is no longer needed since the county is moving into their new building. Joint Powers Board, the 911 Board, is Councilmember Burbank and Councilmember Dotson. Joint County City Transportation Committee will be Councilmember Rainey and Councilmember Voss. City OPU Joint Committee is Councilmember Bulkey and Councilmember Dotson. City County School OPU Joint Task Force is Councilmember Rainey and Councilmember Voss. Dog Hearing Panel consists of Councilmembers Bulkey, Voss, Rainey, and Svenby. And the Executive Committee will be made up of Councilmember Rainey, Councilmember Voss, and Councilmember Bulkey. And the Facilities Steering Committee will be Councilmembers Bulkey, Voss, and McCann. I would look for a motion to approve those.
So moved.
Motion by Councilmember Bulkey to approve.
Second.
Second by Councilmember Svenby. Any further discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? That is approved. Next, we have 1.3.4, Resolution 125, designate 2025 depositories and authorized signatures. And I'll go back to Chris.
Thank you. There are a number of housekeeping items that we do at the beginning of the year. This is one. The state auditor recommends that the city annually designate depositories for the upcoming year and then formally appoint individuals authorized to disperse funds. This resolution authorizes the mayor, city administrator, and finance director, senior accountant, and accounting technician to disperse funds through check, electronic funds, transfer, wire, or ACH. Staff would recommend approval.
Thank you. Any questions from council? Now I'd look for a motion to approve.
Motion to approve.
Motion by Doug to approve,
Second.
second by Don McCann. Any further discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? That has been passed. Next is 1.3.5, designate 2025 responsibility authority for data practices. Once again, Chris.
Per the Data Practices Act, the city must annually designate an individual as the responsible authority. I have served in this capacity for a number of years and will continue to do so. So staff would recommend approval appointing myself as the responsible authority for data practices.
Thank you. Any questions on this? Look for a motion to approve.
Motion to approve Resolution 2-25.
Motion by Brent to approve,
Second.
second by Nate. Any further discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Now we move on to 1.3.6, designate newspaper for 2025 official city business. Back to Administrator Busey.
All right. According to our charter, we are required each year during the first regular meeting to designate a newspaper of general circulation as our official newspaper. And all public notices are to be published in this qualified newspaper. And the Owatonna's People's Press will serve in this capacity, and we recommend them to be the official newspaper.
Thank you. Look for a motion to approve.
So moved.
Motion by Dan Volke to approve. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Don. Any further discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion is approved. 1.3.7, appoint the 2025 weed inspector.
So the duties of the weed inspector are typically fulfilled by our fire chief, Ed Hoffman. This has worked well, and I would recommend the reappointment of Fire Chief Ed Hoffman as the 2025 weed inspector for the city.
Thank you. Look for a motion to approve.
Approve.
Motion by Doug to approve. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Nate. Any further discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? That passes. Now we are up to 1.3.8, changing one date for the 2025 council meeting date. And once again, Chris.
So the city council meets typically the first and third Tuesday of each month. One date in 2025 does conflict with National Night Out. That's Tuesday, August 5th. And generally, council likes to participate that. And so we are recommending that we move the meeting date to the following day, Wednesday, August 6th, 2025.
Thank you. With that, I would look for a motion to approve.
So moved.
Motion by Dan to approve. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Don. Any further discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? And that is passed. We are now up to public comment. Please limit comments to 2 minutes. Please approach the microphone, sign in, and state your name and address for the record after being acknowledged by the council president. Speakers will be limited to 2 minutes to deliver their comments. Those speaking are asked to conduct themselves in a respectful manner as they deliver their comments. Audience members are asked to refrain from reacting to comments. City Council will not respond directly to comments in this venue or take immediate action in response to them. Council Vice President Doug Voss will be doing the timing. He will raise his hand with 15 seconds left. You have 15 seconds to wrap up, and we ask you to do that. So we now open it up to public comment.
Good evening, council members. Matt Sennett, 2519 Stony Creek Drive, and congratulations to our newest members. I'm here this evening to express continued serious concerns on the proposed location of the East Side Corridor project and its implications to the safety and well-being of our community. First and foremost, the proposed placement of this highway is unacceptably close to existing homes. When this route was previously considered years ago, it was proposed to be within 800 feet of residential areas. Now this project threatens to encroach dangerously near, within 17 foot, as far as the right-of-way, would be to families' homes and backyards, as you can see here in these pictures, with the orange line and the marker there. So this is my backyard and my neighbor's backyard. Additionally, the consulting firm WSB has demonstrated a pattern of poor judgment and misalignment. Their comparison of this project to 26th Street is completely flawed. Unlike the East Side Corridor, 26th Street was constructed before the homes along it were built. Comparing these two roads ignores the very different context, highlighting WSB's failure to properly understand and represent the project's impact. We've seen WSB shortcomings before, such as with the 18th Street roundabout debacle, with the railroad, which required a third party, Houston Engineering, to step in for further communications and ongoing negotiations with the railroad moving forward. Moreover, their submission of paperwork to the state and federal agencies about the East Side Corridor contains material misrepresentations, further underscoring their lack of competence and accountability. I urge you as our city council members to protect your good names in the interest of our residents by holding WSB and the county accountable. Ask the tough questions, demand transparency, and a revised plan that ensures the safety of our families. We need a road that serves the needs of the community, not one that jeopardizes residents or poorly reflects on the city.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good evening. Melissa Zimmerman, 2525 Stony Creek Drive. First, I'd like to welcome Mayor Jessup and Councilmember Don McCann to the team. Continuing to discuss the East Side Corridor Memorandum, page 23 fails to include critical information such as the visual impact statement, which showed the anticipated visual impacts within 800 foot would not be a problem. However, anything closer would be unavoidable. Key expert opinions such as the DNR found that this plan was incompatible with Steele County's water plan. And the Minnesota Historical Society raised concerns about historic remains, including possible burials. While the EAW listed noise impacts, the 800-foot buffer avoided impacts that would allow a 150-foot right-of-way, sufficient space for minor mitigations. These omissions go against the heart of WSB's credibility. In a court, one lie or omission destroys an expert's testimony, and WSB has given us 61 pages of inaccurate and biased data. This isn't new. WSB's failure with the 18th Street roundabout, despite roundabouts being their area of expertise, is a clear example. They admitted they aren't qualified to work with railroads and ignored stakeholder input, costing us time and money. Now they're repeating those mistakes with the East Side Corridor. As experts, WSB should know it is safer, faster, and cheaper to avoid impacts than to mitigate them. Yet they ignored residents and failed to include avoidance strategies. If they'd listened in 2022, a hybrid plan like this could have been developed, and the East Side construction would already be underway at the $9 million price tag, not the $30 million price tag that we're looking at today. WSB claims we're passionate about transportation, but in truth, we're passionate about safety and common sense. Other consultants have successfully worked with residents to find balanced solutions. WSB has not. You have the power to hold them accountable and demand they prioritize safety and practical solutions. Why do we keep allowing so-called experts to waste our time and money while they continue to tell us they're not capable? Thank you.
Thank you, Melissa.
Happy New Year. Gary Jones with the archery hunt. 2 easy things tonight. These are easy. I always come with my problems. Okay, any of you have kids or grandkids that watch the Santa Tracker, where you can watch Santa and see how close they are to Owatonna, and you got to time it just right and all this stuff? We watched him come. He came from the east over by Dodge Center, came over by Mineral Springs, 900 feet up in the air, and came and went down, just about missed our house on Ridge Road. And you know why? He saw those orange signs in Mineral Springs Park for the archery hunt, which were up 12 days after the end of the hunt. So it might be a good idea, and something easy. You know, it's a bad disservice to the public to leave them out too long, because they say, if you see those orange signs out, assume a hunter's there. Well, they were out 12 days too late. Easy. Next year, please have somebody come out and take them down the next day. Number 2, do any of you know how dark it is in Kaplan's Woods or woods in Mineral Springs 30 minutes after sunset? Probably not, but a lot of dog walkers do. You can't see your hand in front of your face 30 minutes after sunset, which for several weeks during this hunt in late November, early December is between 4:30 and 5 o'clock. Please change the hunting hours to start at sunrise and end 30 minutes before sunset, not 30 minutes after. When the hunter is hunting 30 minutes before sunrise, which is 7 a.m., do you think there are dog walkers out there before work? Yep. The hunters hunt right up to 5 p.m. There are dog walkers out there after work? Yes. The DNR guidelines say a half hour after sunset is okay, but during the last 4 weeks of this hunting season, it is pitch black. Do you think people are walking their dogs? Sure, it's late afternoon. It's not a good idea to be hunting in a public park when you can't even see shapes or shadows. People walking their dogs before or after work are there at the same time as the hunter. In the dark, please change the hunting times to start at sunrise and to end 30 minutes after sunset, not before, 30 minutes before sunset, not after. Don't hunt in a city park after dark. This is an easy one. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Where'd it go?
Anyone else wish to speak tonight? Nothing, Annie? All right, we will now go to council comments, and we will start off this evening with Councilmember Svenby.
I want to congratulate the mayor, Jessup, and Don McCann on your sworn-in ceremony tonight, and also Boss and Mr. Rainey. I'm looking forward to working with you guys for this year.
Thank you. Next up is Mr. Voss.
I would reiterate those comments. Welcome, Matt, Don, you did a nice job tonight, thank you. Congratulations, Kevin. I look forward to serving with you, and thank you for the confidence you guys shown in me tonight, thank you.
Thank you. Councilmember Dotson.
I would like to once again thank Mayor Tom Kuntz and Greg Schultz for their service. It's been a pleasure working with them, and I will welcome Don and Matt to the team and look forward to working with you guys.
Thank you. Councilmember Burbank.
Same, welcome aboard, gentlemen. There's about a 3-year learning curve, so don't expect to know everything in the first few months. And I just wanted to say to Brad Meyer, I don't have much of a life anymore, so I'm able to watch a program during the week called Minnesota Live. Turned it on this morning, and there was Lisa doing her presentation. And it really emphasized Owatonna, obviously, and job very well done. So thanks for the time put into that.
Thank you. Councilmember McCann.
I just wanted to reiterate some of the things that had already been said to the Vice President, President, and the council members for welcoming me in, and the mayor. And I wanted to thank the voters of the Second Ward of Owatonna for electing me. And I know it's going to be a huge learning curve, but I hope I can serve them well as we go forward.
Thank you. Councilmember Boki.
No further comments.
Mr. Mayor.
Again, just want to give a thank you to the voters of Owatonna for trusting me with this position. It is something that I don't take for granted. I love this city. I love this town. I love its people. And I'm just so thrilled to be a part of this organization with a great administration, with a great city council. I'm really looking forward to just a fabulous time. Thank you.
Thank you. See you, Mr. Abusi.
Well, I just wanted to remind everyone of a great event coming up, Martin Luther King Day. The Human Rights Commission is once again hosting a lunch starting at noon to 1. We're going to have our guest speaker back, the same one we had last year. She was very well received, just a really dynamic and moving speaker. Her name is Seema Pothani. She's an acclaimed author and lead equity specialist for the Equity Literacy Institute. We are putting this on also with the support of Rainbow Owatonna, Alliance for Greater Equity, and Riverland Community College. There is a QR code, and you'll see this on Facebook and whatnot, to register for the event, and we hope you all can make it.
Thank you. Greg Schultz wanted to be here tonight. He became ill this afternoon, so he was unable to come and open up the meeting. He sends his congratulations to Mayor Jessup, Councilmember McCann, myself, and Councilmember Voss. Earlier this evening, we assigned council members to various boards and commissions, and just to show how strong of a council we have, there was no hesitation. Everyone volunteered to be on those boards, and so I appreciate that. That's all I have tonight. With no other business before us, I would look for a motion to adjourn.
So move.
Motion by Dan to adjourn. Is there a second?